We are the New American Revolution Freedom Fighters. We have received a number of questions and requests to explain who and what we are, and we will attempt to explain some of that in this video. A number of comments expressed a concern about the way we wear the American flag on our uniform, which is upside down. Yes, we know that is a symbol of distress, and that is why we wear the flag that way. This country is in distress, we have lost everything our forefathers fought for and against, and you can visit our website to read a copy of the Declaration of Independence for yourself. Everything our forefathers accused King George III of Great Britain of doing to us in the Declaration of Independence, we as a country now do to ourselves, or to others. We sacrificed our rights for the sake of our security. There is no real free press anymore. The news media has sold its soul for ratings, embracing political bias and sensationalism as it continues to regurgitate the news on a daily basis as they bombard us with a plethora of useless information meant to distract us from important current events all around the world. We wear the flag upside down in memory of our God, our rights and freedoms, and our peace, and the ideals and dream of what this once great country represented. We will turn our flags over the day this country regains all its rights, as true freedom is once again established throughout the land of the brave, the home of the free. When and why did we begin? We began in 2012 with one man, when he became sick and tired with what was happening in this country. Ex-military, who some believe once worked for the CIA, a claim he vehemently denies to this day. Once offered a job with the Special Forces while participating in a war game in the early 70s, which he turned down because he wasn't about to get out of perfectly good airplanes while in flight. He served in the military for 5 years, 3 of those years with a combat MOS, and 2 years with PSYOPs, the military's psychological operations. He knows how the system works and how the government can and has deceived the American people. We began because we are fed up with the lies we are being told daily. We are tired of the perpetual racism and bigotry the sensationalizing news media keeps spitting out that divides our country. We refuse to keep sacrificing our security for our rights and freedoms that are being stripped from us little by little. We began because we believe it is time for, we the people, to take back our country from the politicians who no longer represent the will of the people. When the voice of the majority can no longer be heard, democracy withers and dies. We intend to restore true democracy to our country by any means necessary. Do we have weapons? Are we armed? Seriously? Yes, we are, heavily. We believe in the Second Amendment, but we also believe in gun control that keeps guns out of the hands of children, criminals, terrorists, psychotics, and zealots. While the weapons we have are things like handheld surface-to-air missiles, and RPGs and stuff like that, we are after all trying to start a revolution. But, we still believe that the police need to have the tools they need to help keep everyone safe. We may have some concerns with the police, but we don't have any issue with them. Their duty is to protect and serve the people. This is why we don't harm FBI agents that have tried to infiltrate our organization. CIA and NSA are a bit different in that they serve a corrupt master, they assume the risks of working for a fraudulent government. We just dump the bodies in the Grand Canyon. Trust us when we say, they were dead before they hit the ground. Where do we get our weapons is another popular question, especially with the FBI, CIA, and NSA agents that attempt to infiltrate our organization. Well, we get them from the black market, of course. National Guard armories are another good source for high-grade weapons. Infiltrating the National Guard is pretty much child's play. Altering computer inventories from the inside is a lot easier than trying to hack the system from the outside. We just show up at an armory with a truck and orders, and the guys on duty load us up. Also, you'd be surprised by how much stuff you can get from a really good Army and Navy surplus store. We got a couple of whole portable landing fields that way from a store in Utah. How do you join our organization? You don't, we will find you. And, you better pray you don't belong to any law enforcement agencies like the FBI, CIA, and NSA. We have all been, or are currently part of the military. A number of us are retired or actively part of a number of law enforcement agencies. We handpick those we want to be a part of our group. We exist because we do not exist, we are shadows, and we are committed. There is no quitting our organization. You can retire, but you can't quit. The only way to quit is to die. If you want to support our cause, there are other ways. Another inquiry is, how does someone support our cause when joining our organization is pretty much out of the question. We sell t-shirts and other stuff, and or you can just give us money once we get our donate button up and running. We have a number of ongoing projects designed to benefit humanity that need and could use your support. Our store is at www.newamericanrevolutionfreedomfighters.us/store.html. What we need in this country is a little anarchy, and that is what our t-shirts reflect. We have over 50 designs to choose from, and we continue to add designs and more products periodically when we surface to update our website. It is time for a little anarchy in this country. It is time to return to a period in our past when freedom truly belonged to the people. It is time to regain the rights we have given away. It is time for real news, not the fluffy stuff or commentary that the news today has become. We need more investigative journalism from free and independent journalists, who haven't sold out to mainstream media, who have sold their soul for ratings. The news media today is little better than biased tabloid media that belongs in a magazine rather than on the front page of a newspaper. A free press is a thing of the past. Now, for the most part, they are the lackeys of a corrupt government, and the Republicans and Democrats are part of that corrupt system. Today's instant news lack journalistic integrity. They throw up news as it happens without any real regard for the innocent people involved, or actual facts. Fact-checking, what's that? Something you do way after the fact. Sensationalism, slanting the facts, fanning a flame of intolerance and bigotry is what the news media does today, all for the sake of ratings. Only the Galactic Examiner is honest about what they do. All they do is make up the news. It's all commentary in one form or another. Nothing is real, but it can be relevant. We are the New American Revolution freedom fighters. Our goal is to protect the American people, and to defend and preserve our rights, and to fight to regain that which has been lost to the people through time. We cannot be stopped or infiltrated. We do not exist. We are shadows, and we cannot be obstructed from our mission. The new revolution has begun, and we will not rest until we bring down a corrupt system of government that has enslaved us all, or we run out of t-shirts to sell. We are the New American Revolution freedom fighters.